Don't pause, press play.
What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today we got a super lit episode for you. We just got the announcement of a brand new Pokemon game, and it is out worldwide. This is super exciting, you guys. Pokemon Rumble Rush just came out in the Android App Store. Now, unfortunately, it is not available in the iOS store worldwide. I don't know what that's about, but because they went worldwide on Android, they have got to be going worldwide on iOS very soon. So if it's not out for you yet, just give it a day or so. They're probably just a day behind or something like that, but they are definitely globally released for Android. I picked up the game last night around midnight, right before I went to bed. They launched it and I was like, no way! Like, I was seriously freaking out. So I had to play about 10 or 15 minutes before I went to bed, and this is my experience. This is everything from the point when I installed the app all the way up through linking my account, entering my birthday, all the stuff that you see here. And then we're gonna get into the tutorial and just a little bit about how this game actually works and why you might want to play it. So let's get started playing this game. Today I'm just gonna run through the tutorial and show you basically how the game plays and all the little features here and there that you might explore during the tutorial. And then we'll get into more advanced gameplay in a future episode. Let's just go ahead and start with the basics. First off, you're only going to need to tap your screen in order to attack. You don't have multiple attacks to choose from. There's not type efficiencies that I have noticed. It just seems like very, very simple gameplay. You have a strength on your attack, and the strength will do a certain amount of damage, and that's basically all there is to it. Later in the game, you will get summons. You're going to need those summons to be able to defeat bosses. You can't get Pokemon that are strong enough to defeat the bosses without using summons, so summons and gears are going to be a big part of the gameplay. They don't really address that in the tutorial, so we're not really going to address that too much, but it is more of the high-level advanced gameplay that you can expect in a future episode. For now, we're just going to tap, 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 tap on that screen and smack down that boss. It's a real simple game. It's got a real simple story. The story is basically islands are going to open up. They're going to be event-based islands, which means that they'll go away when the event is over. So it's that fear of missing out content, FOMO content is what they call it in the mobile world. It's a pretty common term. Basically, it means that because it's going to go away and the Pokemon on that island that you can catch are going to go away, you'll have a little bit of a fear of missing out on catching them. So you'll want to explore the entire island before the event goes away and it rotates to a new island event. That isn't really covered in the tutorial, but that is how the game basically works, so you'll want to know that going in. So you really need to play right now in order to get the initial offerings from the game, and I was worried about this as well. I wasn't playing the APK before it came out. I was going to wait until the full release, and I was like, please do not let them do some kind of exclusive release that's only available for the people in New Zealand, because then I will want to play the APK, but they did not do that. Don't worry, you guys. It's just Charizard Island. You can get Charizard and Blastoise and Charmeleon on the current island, and you want to get them before they go away by the next rotation, and they should be here for a few weeks, so you have a few weeks to discover this video and play the game, right? Now, let's go ahead and cover a couple of other features. You do have some challenges that will give you free diamonds. Nintendo is not greedy when it comes to their games, and their mobile games are no exception. They really give out a lot of free diamonds for those challenges, and even in other games like Magikarp Jump, they wouldn't even let you buy that many diamonds. You could max out the number of diamonds that you could buy on an account, which I did twice, and you just couldn't buy any more diamonds after that, so you just had to play the game at the pace that you were allowed to play the game, aside from the Diamond Miner, which gave you free diamonds every single day, and I hope that they put that into this game. But anyway, I don't know if there's a cap on the diamonds in this game yet, but we probably will find out. But you can buy some currency, and they do give you a bunch of free currency for the challenges as well. Not greedy. I think that Nintendo is super not greedy in that respect. They give you all those free challenges, so pretty easy, right? Now let's go ahead and talk about this little map thing that I'm using right here. You use a feather to explore the map, so you're gonna need to collect feathers at the end of certain excursions. You will randomly get a chance to get a feather, and then you use that feather to explore new areas on the map. The map will give you a couple of different tips on where you might want to explore, but basically you just have to drop your pointer and it'll give you coordinates for the location, and basically those coordinates are the location for a rare Pokemon. Sounds like another game that I played one time. Anyway, you guys, as you explore the map, you'll find new Pokemon, and you'll find that certain locations give good Pokemon, and you'll be able to go back there. You can even bookmark those locations if you want to go back there again and try to catch those Pokemon. And as you can see, Pokemon will randomly just drop after you defeat them. You get like a little doll of that Pokemon that drops. That's how you're catching the Pokemon. It explains all this in the tutorial. So I'm hoping I can go back to the original level in the early part of the tutorial and play that over again and get a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle and a Charmander. Hopefully. We'll see if that actually works. I'm not sure if you can go back to that level, but I do want to explore that, and it's something that I'm thinking about right now while I'm filming. Anyway, so you can see I got a Pidgey right there for clearing the level. It says new Pidgey, and then at the end of the level, it actually tells you the results of everything that you receive. So you get all your gold, which is the regular non-paid in-game currency, and then gems are the in-game paid currency. And then it also shows you which Pokemon you caught, and they're in various balls. I don't know why the Rattata is in a blue ball, and then the other one's in a red ball, and then the next one's in a blue ball. Maybe that's a styling thing and they just alternate them. I don't know if that even means anything or has any relevance whatsoever, but I did notice that there are different colored balls. What does that mean? I don't know. Alright, so anyway, I got a Pidgey. I got two new Pokemon. They're very common Pokemon, and I haven't even made it out of the tutorial area yet. I need to explore and get all the Pokemon from the tutorial area, and it's going to teach me a few things like ore. You can see you've got ore on the screen, you've got Pokemon and gears on the screen, you've also got your menu, which has a few things in there, of course the challenges, and it does say tournaments on the screen, so eventually we will have tournaments in this game as well, which I find to be extremely exciting. And it is also worth noting that the event island has a leaderboard, so if you get the strongest Pokemon from that island, you can go on the leaderboard. Again, that is all advanced level gameplay. We'll cover that stuff in a future episode, but just to kind of get the wheels going in your head, like, what is this game about? Do I want to play this game? I think that this is a full-featured real Pokemon game. It does have tournaments. It does have the ability to, you know, strengthen your Pokemon and build a better team. It has events, so it seems like a very, very cool Pokemon game. And given the fact that it is a Generation 1 through 7 game, there could be well over a year or 2 or even 3 years of content in this game. So you got a long time playing this game. I highly recommend picking it up and getting started now so you don't miss out on those rare Pokemon that may not be available later on, like Charizard, Blastoise, Charmeleon, some other ones that are in the game right now. You definitely want to pick those up because they might not be on the next island. And again, you cannot use the Pokemon from previous islands on the next island, so they're really just for collector purposes, or eventually there might be an island where you can use them again because they're on that island, so that's something to think about in the future. Before we wrap up this video, you guys, I just want to do a little bit more tutorial content. I haven't got all the way through the tutorial yet. I just wanted to show my first 10 or 15 minutes or so. I did speed up this footage to get a little bit more footage into this video without making it too long for you guys because I respect your time, but I did want to show as much as I can throughout the tutorial process just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. What does this game look like? Do I want to play this game? Is this game even good? It's worth mentioning that Nintendo Life gave this a 6 out of 10. It's mostly for simplistic gameplay and simplistic graphics. It's worth noting that this is the 5th addition to the Pokemon Rumble series. Rumble Rush is number 5 in that series. Now, it's very interesting that they ported over a 3DS game to mobile and relatively kept the graphics the same. They did update the graphics. It's more HD looking, but relatively same graphic style. It's a good game though. I think that it's actually really good. It was nice that they took a game that I was never going to play because I don't have a 3DS, and they brought it over to mobile where you can just play it somewhat passively. It's not going to take a lot of your time. You might be on the bus, you might be doing whatever you do where you have a few minutes to use your phone, and this is the game that could eat up a little bit of time. Now before we go, I am going to talk just a little bit. This is Charizard's Island Home. This is the current island event. I have not made it over to that event yet. We'll probably cover that in a future episode, but that's pretty much all the gameplay that I have for this episode. I just wanted to show you guys the game, let you know this game is out worldwide. iOS users, I'm sorry, it's probably going to come out in the next day or so. Probably by the time you watch this, it will be out, but at the time time of recording, iOS is not available for this game. Anyway, you guys, that is going to be the end for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. I truly appreciate you guys checking out this brand new series on a brand new game. I am going to be playing this game quite a bit, and I cannot wait to make some more episodes for you regarding the game. It's going to be really fun. Thanks again everybody for watching. Thanks to my amazing subscribers, and peace.